heat relief and better rain chances ahead. Byron shows you when in your KOAT 7 weather.
Hey there, Darlene. Yeah, we're looking at a much quieter afternoon with those showers and thunderstorms across mainly eastern New Mexico, and Ruidoso getting a break from those heavy downpours. No flood warnings in effect there today. We do have a flash flood watch in effect, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was lifted early. That's till 8 o'clock this evening. Most of the action has been on the east side of the Sacramento Mountains, not impacting those burn scars around Ruidoso. So yes, a much needed break for the folks in Ruidoso for today. Showers and thunderstorms across northeast New Mexico, Mills into Gladstone, also up around Raton. And Santa Fe had a brief shower and thunderstorm roll through about an hour ago. Now just some light rain showers pushing through the Santa Fe metro. We've got the haze and the heat here in Albuquerque. I think that we'll have a little less heat, not really some big heat relief, but a little less heat in the days to come, with monsoon downpours picking up late week and some pockets of heavy rainfall possible. That air quality is in the moderate category. We don't have an air quality alert or any health alerts due to the air quality, but still keep in mind if you have asthma, well, it's in the moderate category. You want to limit your outdoor activities, especially on the north and east side of the metro. Hot temperatures, 98 downtown, 96 the west side, 97 Nob Hill, 95 in the northeast heights right now. And statewide, we're looking at those temperatures at 100 for Las Cruces, into Carlsbad, 99 in Roswell. You were above 100 earlier. With this heat dome very close by, it's going to be shifting over New Mexico and eventually to the north of New Mexico, giving us varying chances of showers and thunderstorms, and those hot temperatures going to be coming down. Through the evening, Albuquerque looking pretty good. If you have plans to be outside, well, you may want to wait till that sun goes down. It will be a hot evening, and then by tomorrow morning, we'll dip into the 70s here in Albuquerque, and looking at a quiet start to your day on Wednesday. Those showers and thunderstorms tomorrow favoring the higher terrain south and western parts of the state, with hot temperatures for all parts of New Mexico. That excessive rainfall possible across the south and southwestern parts of the state, including Ruidoso. That expands a little bit as we go into Thursday with a backdoor front that will bring a little bit more moisture into New Mexico, so a better chance some storms around. I think Albuquerque will see a chance of storms late in the day on Thursday with some gusty canyon winds, and then even a better chance of some showers and thunderstorms with that lingering moisture as we get into Friday, and that heat dome lifts to the north of New Mexico late in the week toward the weekend. Rain, well, the best chances of some heavy rainfall would be over the mountains across northeast New Mexico and the San Cristo Mountains, also the southwest and the Gila. We'll have to keep an eye on things there into the Ruidoso area as well. Farmington, the Four Corners, not a great shot at some storms around the next couple of days, but I do think we'll see the storm chances begin to go up Friday into the weekend for Farmington, with those temperatures slowly coming down just a little bit. Southwest New Mexico, Silver City, Lordsburg, Deming, TRC. This is an area that's going to get a good chance of those rounds of showers and thunderstorms, pockets of heavy rainfall possible. Temperatures from the upper 80s to the lower 90s the next several days for Silver City. Ruidoso, not looking at some great chances of showers and thunderstorms, but just enough that we could have some pockets of heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding at times. Roswell staying mainly dry the next several days and very hot with those temperatures in the low 100s, so take it slow and easy there. Raton, Las Vegas, northeast New Mexico, with that backdoor front, we'll see those rain chances ramping up Thursday into Friday. And look at that drop in temperatures, low 90s tomorrow into the mid 80s by Saturday. And for Santa Fe, Los Alamos, Taos, the northern mountains of New Mexico, yeah, we're going to see a few storms around tomorrow, but better storm chances in Santa Fe as we get into Friday, Saturday, with those temperatures dipping back into the 80s. Right here in the metro, Bernalillo, Rio Rancho, Los Lunas, and Belen, hot temperatures tomorrow, near 100, upper 90s for Albuquerque. And then we see that canyon wind late in the day on Thursday. That could pump in some moisture, a slight chance of storms. Better storm chances Friday into Saturday, at least scattered storms around on Friday and Saturday. Those temperatures trimming back into the lower 90s as opposed to the upper 90s. So, well, maybe some minor heat relief, if you will, with those temperatures back to the lower 90s and better rain chances.
All right, Byron, thank you.